Hey everyone, how's it going? We're here with some more Wizardry Gaiden 4. This would be the finale stream unless, I get caught up in post-game for whatever reason or things go horribly wrong or anything because I already beat the main story. The rest is just extra me messing around with extra content and stuff and just timing it. It's like I'm not obligated to myself to just finishing up, the super hard modes. It was more like, hey, there's extra stuff in the game. Let's check it out instead of just kind of, calling it right then and there. So we shall see. It's like it could just be a very short Wizardry Gaiden 4 thing, then we just go straight to Fire Emblem because I'm looking up the guides, or maybe I feel like it's doable and I'm just going to end up doing things longer than I thought I would. We'll see. Either way, hello. Get ourselves started. Okay, let me check something for a second. Okay, I don't have the demo. Or maybe. Because when I finished up one of the post games, there's two post game dungeons. After the first one, it was playing up the prologue, and it's like, huh, you unlock the premise of the game after beating post game. It's like, no, I didn't press anything. It just doesn't go there, so it wasn't me. It's so odd, though. It's like, why? Why didn't they play the intro scene? When you unlocked it. Alright, so let's start. Alright. So, I'm looking at the map of this and see just how deadly it is. The dark opening of a natural cavern caves before you. Rumors tell of something unnameable lying inside this cave, but it is dead silent as far as you can tell. Just lost my voice for a second. Alright, so let's see how dead we are with dragons. Maybe the overrated? This guide I'm using? It's got a lot of HP. Alright, so far so good. Not that many EP if I wanted to grind off there. Maybe it has good treasures. There's nothing in these rooms apparently. Okay. Finding them spinners. Yeah, apparently this is the way to go. Let me see if I could just, if I have this ability here, because I'm looking at this. For instance. No, not this one. So let me see, spellbook. Oh, we got the nukes now from Axelrod. Beseech the gods, fail in exchange for one level. Since it's the end, it's like maybe I could just teleport the boss out of here. Just for fun. Alright, so where the heck am I? I'm looking at this room and it's like... Alright, so I start from the middle. Because I'm looking at this right now. It's like it's hard to kind of tell where I'm supposed to go. We'll figure it out. Look, I think I see it. Alright. Ow. I have to go back for a moment. Alright, let's see how there we are now. The Mifune. I don't know. This is rough so far, but that was expected. Like, apparently enemies have high defenses. So just probably gonna have to get better gear to be able to stand a chance. You know, that's part RNG. Alright, so no ambush, so I might be able to attack. Ooh. Ooh, that's multi-hundred damage. It's like, ooh. I saw that. It's like... Maybe we'll call it there. Question mark. If these are enemies I have to deal with. It's like, yeah, that's also partly expected. That's what I was bracing myself for. Okay. Just have to open. Oh, look at the happy water dragon, which might murder the hell out of me. Well, let's see how it goes. Yeah. And just like that, dragons are scary. I got lucky with the green dragon. Maybe I just run away. I want to just see if I could just kind of get to the boss, just to see how the boss looks like, and if I could just kind of yeet it out of there. So there might be a lot of cheesing. And see if there's any enemies I can kill, like maybe Tadatoki. Okay, hide the fences. Probably the misses because of the defense. Maybe I have to do a little at a time, like warp out of there, then warp back in. Jeez. I don't even know what this does. The drum battle. Just wonder which one can have a chance of instant death, and if there's any undead, maybe I could just dispel it. We shall see. Oops. So one does that. Okay, Lakara, I could try. Let me check something. Okay, Bacardi is also probably dead. Okay, Bacardi, and what was the other one? Lakara. Worth the shot. I didn't mean to do that. Yes. Give me the friendlies. Well, I'll just see anyways. They're just immune. We'll try like 10 more minutes and I'll probably just call it there, and then we'll just continue on with Fire Emblem. Well, when I say continue on with Fire Emblem, I meant start off with Fire Emblem. Because these are nasty. They're just a blob of enemies. I need to debuff them and stuff. Let's brighten up the room for myself. It's a little dark. Lighting in this room is not good. Yeah, this is what I was bracing myself for, and then the contingency is like, hey, I don't have to do the post-game super dungeon and deal with these enemies a pain. It's cool for those who know how to play the game better or just want the challenge. This is a bit hardcore for me, or it's like, I probably need to do debuffs and just kind of master things, but it's like, I already feel kind of mentally done. I'm just kind of like, let's just see how far I go, sort of deal. Yeah, they're probably all immune. Chilling Texas are the only one that'll be able to do damage. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Maybe some cool armor. Always check that out. Being resistant, not unaffected. But probably very low odds. Okay, so I can do that. He's also dangerous. No, you're dangerous. Oh, you're probably super dangerous, especially two of you. Yep. RNG hell. Just looking at the timer. I'm just an excuse. Like, I don't want to just to instantly just call that there. I might be mixing up things. Yeah, okay, it's this room. Just go straight up. You don't look friendly. Maybe I'm gonna reset with the rewinds. Wyvern's doable. Alright, one more. I'm just looking up stuff. Yeah, I could just always mail it out of here. Alright, now I'm looking at the next floor, where to start up from. Let me go south. I think I'm nearing the secret door. I'm supposed to look for a secret door in this room. It's right there. There we go. Alright, the final floor. Okay, where the heck am I? Over here, okay. Long hallway. I am just cheesing it, but whatever's. Two dragons. Okay, I'm out of here. Hope it's not forced to count through. At least give me one wyvern. Alright. So I'm supposed to go south. Yeah, let's give you a try, even though I'm probably gonna get destroyed. Well, at least doing some damage. But maybe the fences are not that high. Feels reasonable. I guess it feels reasonable. I might be lucky. I have to revive him. Yeah. No luck, just has a lot of HP. The Nobunaga. Hey Blackbird, how's it going? Hey, maybe we're gonna try my luck with Ranmaru. I want to try to reach a particular room. Uh-oh. Can I reach the Diamond Knight? See? Let RNG be with me. Ah, look at him flexing. You look like you're gonna kick my ass. Hey Carrie, how's it going? Morning. Welcome to post game. Mm. Oh, for a second, maybe I missed something. Just want to avoid an encounter here. You know what, let's just try this. It's one guy. I wonder if I could do this to bypass the encounter. It could be a way of cheesing it. Alright, sometimes it just lets me restart. Maybe after one turn, it just lets me restart from there. I don't know that bird, but I don't trust it. Okay, it could attack many times. Hope everyone's doing okay while I'm just kind of trying to cheat through this. Okay, something here. Figures. Oh, this is from Link to the Past. Zelda shirt. Maybe this way would be a little better. Mm-mm. You lied in your job application and ended up accidentally getting tired as a building inspector. Keep getting your wires crossed, but you're doing the best as I can again. I overlooked the pun there. I guess just building inspector, wires crossed. Yeah, how's it going? You doing okay? Oh, okay, as best as I can. I get it. As bestos as I can. Hmm. Just want to run. Doing okay. This is the post-game dungeon, and I'm just getting my butt kicked over here by these nasty enemies. And I'm just like, I just want to just try to see how it is to the end. And I keep getting myself mixed up. Doors are the scariest enemies here because they could be forcing me encounters. I don't want to fight SMT demons. Yeah, I'm just really cheating this. Alright. So far so good. Let's see if we can run from that. Alright, let me see if this works. This idea. If this lets me back past the encounters if I just warp right here. Yeah, that works. Maybe, kind of. I'm surrounded by other encounters. Everything wants me dead. I would at least want to see the final post-game boss. I wonder if it's always going to be an enemy there. Okay, just misses every attack, so I must have high defenses or high evasion. Guess we could try. This is maybe, I'm just judging by its appearance. It doesn't look that tough. Oh, but I'm missing my attack, so it probably is tough. Yeah, never mind. Let me just make sure I have one Malor left. So I can make my escape if necessary. Everything wants me dead. This is the pathway towards the boss. No, this is very silly, but it's for safety precaution. Oh. Maybe I don't have to encounter her. We're getting close. Sorry, not sorry. Gonna have a forced encounter, hopefully so they could run away from. I think this ended up working. So at least you at least heal up. I'm not doing this properly, I just want to make it to the end just to see. Satisfy my own curiosity, and maybe just warp the boss out of there. Boss is supposed to be in this room. But before I go there, let's just go back to town, just get all my charges done. Yay, cheese. Let's at least see the items I've gotten from the treasures. If I really want to level, I could just go to the earlier dungeons and just pick up weaker fights that still give thousands. Yeah, that's disappointing. Thought I was gonna get something cool. I didn't get anything rare. Except maybe that. Alright, let's do this. Dungeons need crawling, yeah. I'm just doing some post-game super boss stuff. Super dungeon stuff, I'm just cheesing it. Is this an ancient statue? In the center of the mysterious, mystical room stands a white statue. Like, I already beat the main game. This is just me just poking around extra stuff. And getting my absolute kick. Yep. That's a picture of a beautiful woman. Hanging from her hand is some sort of pendant or charm. When you attempt to touch the strange object, the suit of armor behind you springs to life and attacks you. Like right here, the Knight of Diamond is just the, apparently the post-game boss. There's 2 post-game dungeons. I did the other one, which was a lot easier. This is just, you know, the one with the super enemies. And I'm just like, let me try to reach the boss, looking at the map and see if I could just kind of, wish my way out of victory. Okay, which one it was. Alright. Okay, I can't teleport the boss out of there. Oh, maybe I could do Mailer. I got the amulet. All's well that ends well. I bypassed the boss and just got the thing. Hey, 1 million. Well, at least we got to see what the boss is like. I just don't feel like fighting it with mano a mano. Yeah, apparently no little bonus scene or anything. Yeah. Yeah, apparently this gives health regen, -6 AC, spell resistance. Yeah, I'm basically done. That was just basically getting the amulet for something I don't really need anymore. According to this, though, reading this, like, part of it is I didn't want to fight the boss because 21,000 HP up to, and -30 AC, magic resist as well. Yeah, so it's like, apparently if you fight every enemy with the training grounds thing, you can unlock the additional floors and stuff based on how many beating each enemy in the game with some more secrets, and I'm like, no, I don't feel like doing that. So basically, yeah, we are done. I just wanted to see how the Diamond Knight looks like in this. Maybe a teaser for Wizardry 3. So we're calling it here. Quest over. Yeah, so let's get on to the review then. Like, I didn't know how long I was going to do it, or how, if I was going to make it to the end, or if I was going to be legit about this. So let me go set up quickly. And get ourselves started here. At this. One moment. Not showing my sheets. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, so it's a short little finale thing. And let's play some music. So we beaten this today on June 11, 2025, with a time of 27 hours, 55 minutes, 4 seconds. So go that. Story, yeah, this is a little bit of a tricky one because really the game just throws you in with no explanation, and I don't have the manual or anything, and even if I do, it's probably translated in it's probably in Japanese, assumingly, you know, because this is a JP only game. But from what I gathered, you know, your adventurers, you got this 3 Lord vessels to get because treasures, awesomeness, and stuff, and I guess just helping out the king of the place you're adventuring at and stuff like that. So not much really there, a little substance and stuff. What helps the story aspect of this game, at least, is that there's a lot of little events and things to absorb and stuff, which more so than some of the other Wizardry games I played, like you encounter objects and stuff, there's little narrations and events and stuff, random NPCs to meet, and all that, and I just felt like it was sprinkled enough times throughout the game to just at least give it some substance, and just feels like it's not a completely blank adventure. It's kind of like how Etrian Odyssey does things, where you go through the dungeons, you encounter stuff, there's little narrations and things like that. Not a game you really pay for the story, but at least it feels like there's something there. So at least I'm getting even a 2, not a 1 or anything. Music, I thought the music was overall good, like, not amazing or great or anything, but the town themes, the title theme, like this is really good. The Oriental soundtrack and the towns and stuff is good. What I like though is actually, and this is something that's rare because I don't really care for it most of the time, is the ambience. Like, the ambience of the dungeons, the music's, the little hums and stuff, I feel like they really nail the atmosphere well. It's not just awkward silence or barely any music or anything of that sort. So I like that. Oops. One moment, something. So I like that. So I feel like it just kind of nails the vibe well of the game, and I was just kind of playing around with the headphones fidgeting. So let me just fix that for a second. Yeah, so yeah, good vibes, good atmosphere. So to this credit, I'm gonna give it a 4. Not in terms of, you know, really liking the music, but just more like it just nails the feel of the game well, and I feel like that at least gives it some credit. I respect how they did it. Graphics, yeah, it's going to be the kind of the case with dungeon crawlers where it's not really a graphical showcase or anything. A lot of, you know, plain walls, you know, static images, things of that sort. But the game does do a few cool little things, like when the enemies are popping up and just the intros are playing. Like when you get the enemy encounter, it plays like a little animation. That's pretty cool. And there's a few unique images and events and things like that. Some of the little encounters you get, they also plays like a little animations or little moments like that, which I thought was pretty neat. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's just kind of moments in the game where you see unique artwork, little portraits or things like that, or little animations that just feel kind of neat. So with that case, I give it a 3. And I just remembered something about the story that's also kind of weird, and I feel like it's also mentioning with the story aspect. It's like, after I beat one of the post-game dungeons, it plays the premise, the prologue, it showcased a flashback sequence, which is basically explaining the premise of the game about this battle from centuries ago and the 3 sacred treasures, and it's like, I unlocked the premise of the game, you know, like a little introduction that explains the premise. Yeah, thank you, Grumpy. It was just a little short little romp. I was just cheating the whole time for 40 minutes. Just to see how it is. So yeah, it was just like, I unlocked the premise of the game. That's a very unusual choice, and I thought maybe I kept overlooking it when I loaded up the game, but no, I didn't press any buttons. It just doesn't play the intro. Maybe the fan translation is bugged, who knows, but it was just kind of a weird approach. It's like, yeah, you beat this game after 20 hours. Now here's the little flashback sequence that explains, you know, the background of this game and the story. It's like, okay. Now the gameplay, it's like, it's more wizardry, it's more dungeon crawling goodness, a lot of vague puzzles, a lot of like, how would players figure this out, unless, you know, through trial and error and patience and things like that, which I don't really have that right mentality for these kind of games. But overall, I think it's solid. Like, there's new class options, which I think was cool. Like, I like the bard. Like, it has, you know, tools in the beginning. It's part mage, part thief. Like, initially, it had some tools where I could just kind of do unlimited sleep. It could open up treasure chests. It could lock picks, and eventually learns the good magic spells, you know, as it levels up. And I like that it's also not overly difficult. Like, yeah, it's Wizardry, there's still pain, there's still some tediums and stuff, but it just feels like the enemies feel generally more fair and less obnoxious until like the very end of the main story stuff, which, yeah, it's still kind of annoying, but yeah. It's still kind of annoying, but I think it's just still solid. And also, I like the approach with the 3 dungeons in the sense of you get 3 dungeons, you can pick out whatever one you want and just gonna go through its puzzles and phases and stuff. And it also be like, oh, if you finish one of the dungeons, you know, the other two's game puzzles and stuff are just disabled. You still might need to look for the key items, which is still vague and stuff, but it's like, yeah, you don't have to waste time going through 3 puzzles worth of dungeons because the enemies don't scale or anything, so it just kind of gives you this option to speedrun the other 2 dungeons if you just focus and finished one, which, you know, it's actually kind of cool and neat. Like, I kind of missed out on some of the unique stuff and aspects of the other 2 dungeons, but at least it feels like I could just kind of go through it. And I just think it's solid. Like, I felt like I had a good team, so maybe I was just lucky there. Thank you, Black Rose. Well, I was lucky there, just having a good team of just good magics, with a good amount of white magics and black magics and stuff. I didn't mess with the alchemy and psionic stuff. I feel like that's not more of my play style, but yeah, I just thought everything was just kind of solid overall, with still being some wizardry-isms and things like that. But I kind of like how they did things. I really, really like the mini-map. Like, the mini-map just helps things a lot just to kind of get your bearings. And it's also a fair trade-off where it's small, so you still have to use the map spells and stuff, but at least you don't feel completely stuck or helpless if you run out of charges or things like that. And like I said, it just didn't feel obnoxious most of the games, so I kind of like that. And even when you beat the main game, there's still some meat to enjoy, like 2 post-game dungeons, even though one of them is super evil. But just still something extra and something mix with, just to build up your team, extra challenges, things like that. So the game's got content, the game's got some substance and things like that. So I'm gonna give it a 4 overall, and for enjoyment, I think this was the best Wizardry game I've played out of the 5 so far, because it just felt like, A, I have some more experience with Wizardry, and B, it just feels like it did things a lot right. Like, it's not perfect. Like, there's some things I prefer, like other Wizardry games, like the reroll button in the Wizardry 1, 2, and 3 was super nice, so the remakes and being able to tell when I leveled up and things like that. But still, I think it's just very approachable Wizardry game, like a more friendly one, and it just feels like there's a lot less BS in general. And I just feel like I had a solid dungeon crawling time. Like, not super amazing or anything, but I think for what credit is due, I feel like it gets a low 5. I think this is a very solid Wizardry game, much better than a lot of the other ones I deal with. Like, for example, okay, 2. 2 was just had the alignment system, which it just feel like it just made things more tedious and frustrating, which I guess the idea is you're supposed to make multiple teams and stuff. It's like, heck no, it's a short game. I don't want to just kind of build up multiple teams from scratch. So I was just kind of stubborn, so it's just not my playstyle. 1, where is 1? 1 was fine. It was just very straightforward. I figured out most of the stuff myself. Short and sweet, so I like that. So I feel like it was just a very straightforward Wizardry experience. Let's see, where was 5? I did 5. Yeah, 5, Heart in the Maelstrom. This is also just me kind of learning Wizardry. It's like, that felt frustrating. Like, the last few floors were just kind of nasty. It was a really tough final boss, which kind of made me learn the importance of, you know, HP for level ups and stuff. So I just barely made it. I only feel like I lucked out and not spent so much time grinding because I found the HP glitch that I took advantage of. So that was just kind of like I felt frustrated toward the end of that. And then 6, way early on, it's like that was my first Wizard experience, so learning experience. Plus, this was just a completely different beast and different type of tedium, so it's just like I didn't know better. Plus, it just played completely different from the other 4. So that was just kind of a rough little learning experience. So we'll see how 3 is. It could be more bullshit. It could just be kind of like, you know, something more closer to Wizardry 1 levels of pleasantry. Or maybe 4's. But yeah, that was good. And I'll just say basically. Yeah, let's see how 3 is going to be for me. Maybe it's... debate. The best. Island Challenge today, yeah, so I gotta give it respect. It was a good one. At the very least, it was a 4, but I was just being nice and give it a 5 because I think it was just a very solid Wizardry game that did a lot right amongst the titles I've played. Now, we're good here, and I'm not gonna roll for random ones because we filled out the space. I don't want to add too much ahead, so we'll just leave it at that and get myself ready for some Fire Emblem. So back to this. And stop the music. We're good here. And I was charging the controller a bit and I lost the sync. Alright, so... yeah, so Fire Emblem Book 2 is next, so last Fire Emblem game coming. So let me get that ready. We're doing Fire Emblem 3. Alright. Yeah, weird, isn't it? 30 games left. It's closer to... I'm just lazy to math. Like closer to 40 games left, like 38. 38. What was the year again for this one? 1984. At least this is a pretty safe bet. I like Fire Emblem. I should have a good time with this. No, not complete. Like, this is a 2-in-1 game, but I split off the picks. I could tell math 2 and I'm now being lazy. Okay, let's give this a go. Alright, very old school. Alright. You're avoiding the spoilers for this one? Fair. Since this game is split into 2, I don't know how long this one is individually is. It seems to be longer than Book 1, because they cut some levels from the original. Yeah, just had the Fire Emblem there. Thought I saved the other one. Whoops. Gotta look at my VOD. Where was the... Where did I just end up finishing that? $35, $25, $34, $14, $18. Hey, Nikuri, just getting ready for the next game. You're gonna finish the 100 line. And how you doing, Nikuri? How'd you feel about your door rando C yesterday? There we go. Yeah, just stop for a moment.